Ladies and gentlemen, I'm jumping right into it today. Yes, I am. I'm jumping in there right today, pretty early because the last couple of days over the weekend, I was late. The whole spring forward daylight savings time had me thrown off. So today, I ran to my house and jumped on here as fast as I could. So here I am. We're gonna get started. Wow, you're early too. Erica Benet Vlogs, good morning. Good morning. I had to jump on here early today. Two reasons. I've been late the last couple of days and I am really tired today. And it's spring break, which means I get to go to bed right after I read the Bible. So that's what I'm going to do, ladies and gentlemen. I got my Bible out. This is the New Believers Compact version. Link is in the description. I got my guide and I believe this is the last of Numbers. We're in week 11. This is week 11 of reading the Bible, and 34, 35, and 36 is what I'm going to read to finish up this portion, and then tomorrow jumping into the New Testament. So, this is the official good morning. The time is now 6:56 a.m. It is 6:56 a.m. Central Standard Time, Texas time. It is March 10th, 2020, and I'm reading the Bible, the book of Numbers 34, 35, and 36. And yes, this is week 11. Katatin Cooking Mama's Homestead, good morning. Good morning. Let's read the Bible, shall we? I'm gonna do a recap of yesterday real quick. Yesterday was like 31, 32, 33. Yeah. I'm gonna do a quick recap and then I'm gonna jump in, and this will be the reading for today. Yesterday was chapter 31, the conquest of the Midianites, the division of the plunder. Let's see, the tribes east of the Jordan, remembering Israel's journey, because Moses was chronicling all of this as they were going through. And I showed a little map to show all the little pit stops that they made. And what else happened? The boundaries of the land. So talked about the boundaries, and no, we did not. Today is boundaries. So yeah, that's what happened yesterday. They took the land from the Midianites, started dividing some things, and now let's talk about the boundaries of the land, like where they're actually going to live. And actually, I thought ahead today. For once, I thought ahead today, and I was able to bring up a map. So let me do two screen shares. One, let me share the guide that I use. You guys who have been here before should know this is the guide that I use. This is the Woman's Guide to Reading the Bible in a Year, a life-changing journey into the heart of God. As you can see here from this little yellow square over here, this is the breakdown. So every day of the week, there's like a couple of passages to read. Monday was 31 through 33. Tuesday was 34 through 36, which is today, right? Yeah, today's Tuesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday, so that will be John 1 through 3. And these are the checkpoints: A Conversation by a Well, Slaves and Sons, The Light of the World, A King on a Colt, A Servant's Example. And this is the cover if anybody's interested in checking it out on their own. The author is Diane Stortz, A Woman's Guide to Reading the Bible in a Year, a life-changing journey to God, and that is also in the description. The link is in the description. And here is the map I'm going to show. I don't know if I need to jump into it right now or not, but that's the map that we're going to look at in just 1 second. So, all right, let's check it out. Boundaries of the land. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Give these instructions to the Israelites. When you come into the land of Canaan, which I am giving you as your special possession, these will be your boundaries. The southern portion of your country will extend from the wilderness of Zin along the edge of Edom. So yeah, it looks like I do need this map. Oh, what happened to my map? Good grief. As you can see, this is from a website. I'm borrowing it. World Events in the Bible. See if I can zoom this in a little bit so y'all can see what is going on. So it says, the southern portion of your country will extend from the wilderness of Zin along the edge of Edom. The southern boundary will begin on the east at the Dead Sea. It will then run south past Scorpion Pass in the direction of Zin. Its southernmost point will be Kadesh Barnea, from which it will go to Hazar Adar and on to Asman. From Asman, the boundary will turn toward the Brook of Egypt and end at the Mediterranean Sea. I am not really sure where all this breakdown is, but if you can see the screen, hopefully you can see some of these names that I am reading off. Your western boundary will be the coastline of the Mediterranean Sea. Your northern boundary will begin at the Mediterranean Sea and run east to Mount Hor, then to Lebo Hamath and on through Zedad and Ziphron to Hazar Enan. This will be your northern boundary. I don't know if this is this should be not a current map. Yep, because it says what are the 12 tribes of Israel right here. If you guys can pick it out, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to keep moving on. Let's see. This is verse 7. Your northern boundary will begin at the Mediterranean Sea and run east to Mount Or, then to Lebo Hamath and on through Zedad and Ziphron to Hazar Enan. This will be your northern boundary. The eastern boundary will start at Hazar Enan and run south to Shepham, then down to Riblah on the east side of Ain. From there, the boundary will run down along the eastern edge of the Sea of Galilee, and then along the Jordan River to the Dead Sea. These are the boundaries of your land. Then Moses told the Israelites, this territory is the homeland you are to divide among yourselves by sacred lot. The Lord has commanded that the land be divided among the 9.5 remaining tribes. The families of the tribes of Reuben, Gad, and half the tribe of Manasseh have already received their grants of land on the east side of the Jordan River, across from Jericho toward the sunrise. Now we're talking about the leaders are to divide the land. This is in verse 16. And the Lord said to Moses, Eleazar, the priest, and Joshua, son of Nun, are the men designated to divide the grants of land among the people. Enlist one leader from each tribe to help them with the task. These are the tribes and the names of their leaders. From the tribe of Judah, we got Caleb, son of Jephunneh. From the tribe of Simeon, we got Shemuel, son of Ammihud. From the tribe of Benjamin, we've got Elidad, son of Kislon. From the tribe of Dan, there's Buki, son of Jogli. From the tribe of Manasseh, the son of Joseph, we have Haniel, son of Ephod. From the tribe of Ephraim, the son of Joseph, we have Kemuel, son of Shiftan. From the tribe of Zebulun, we have Elizaphan, the son of Parnak. From the tribe of Issachar, we have Paltiel, son of Azan. From the tribe of Asher, we have Ahihud, son of Shelomi. And from the tribe of Naphtali, we've got Pedahel, who is the son of Ammihud. These are the men the Lord has appointed to divide the grants of land in Canaan among the Israelites. So now we're on to chapter 35. Let me check in and see if anybody came in while I wasn't looking. Okay. Now we're on to chapter 35, talking about towns for the Levites. These are the priestly people. While Israel was camped beside the Jordan on the plains of the Moab, across from Jericho, the Lord said to Moses, command the people of Israel to give the Levites from their property certain towns to live in, along with the surrounding pasture lands. These towns will be for the Levites to live in, and the surrounding lands will provide pasture for their cattle, flocks, and other livestock. The pasture land will the pasture land assigned to the Levites around these towns will extend 1,500 feet from the town walls in every direction. Measure off 3,000 feet outside the town walls in every direction, east, north, south, and west, with the town at the center. This area will serve as the larger pasture land for the towns. 6 of the towns you give the Levites will be cities of refuge, where a person who has accidentally killed someone can flee for safety. In addition, give them 42 other towns. In all, 48 towns with the surrounding pasture land will be given to the Levites. These towns will come from the property of the people of Israel. The larger tribes will give more towns to the Levites, while the smaller tribes will give fewer. Each tribe will give property in proportion to the size of its land. Now we're talking about those cities of refuge in verse 9. This is 35 and 9. The Lord said to Moses, "Give the following instructions to the people of Israel. When you cross the Jordan into the land of Canaan, designate cities of refuge to which people can flee if they've killed someone accidentally. These cities will be places of protection from a dead person's relatives who want to avenge the death. The slayer must not be put to death before being tried by the community. Designate 6 cities of refuge for yourselves, 3 on the east side of the Jordan River and 3 on the west side in the land of Canaan. These cities are for the protection of Israelites, foreigners living among you, and traveling merchants. Anyone who accidentally kills someone may flee there for their safety. But if someone strikes and kills another person with a piece of iron, it is murder, and the murderer must be executed. Or if someone with a stone in his hand strikes and kills another person, it is murder, and the murderer must be put to death. Or if someone strikes and kills another person with a wooden object, it is murder, and the murderer must be put to death. The victim's nearest relative is responsible for putting the murderer to death. When they meet, the avenger must put the murderer to death. So if someone hates another person and pushes him or throws a dangerous object at him and he dies, it is murder. Or if someone hates another person and hits him with a fist and he dies, it is murder. In such cases, the avenger must put the murderer to death when they meet. But suppose someone pushes another person without having shown previous hostility, or throws something that unintentionally hits another person, or accidentally drops a huge stone on someone, though they were not enemies, and the person dies. If this should happen, the community must first follow these regulations in making a judgment between the slayer and the avenger, the victim's nearest relatives. The community must protect the slayer from the avenger and must escort the slayer back to live in the city of refuge to which he fled. There he must remain until the death of the high priest who was anointed with the sacred oil. But if the slayer ever leaves the limits of the city of refuge and the avenger finds him outside the city and kills him, it will not be considered murder. The slayer should have stayed inside the city of refuge until the death of the high priest. But after the death of the high priest, the slayer may return to his own property. These are the legal requirements for you to observe from generation to generation, wherever you may live. The Wiz says, morning, morning. All of the murderers must be put to death, but only if evidence is presented by more than one witness. No one may be put to death on testimony of only one witness. Also, you must never accept a ransom payment for the life of someone judged guilty of murder and subject to execution. Murderers must always be put to death, and never accept a ransom payment from someone who has fled to a city of refuge, allowing a slayer to return to his property before the death of the high priest. This will ensure that the land where you live will not be polluted, for murder pollutes the land, and no sacrifice except the execution of the murderer can purify the land from the murderer. You must not defile the land where you live, for I live there myself. I am the Lord who lives among the people of Israel. Chapter 36 says, talking about women. who inherit property. Then the heads of the clans of Gilead, descendants of Machir, son of Manasseh, son of Joseph, came to Moses and the family leaders of Israel with a petition. They said, "Sir, the Lord instructed you to divide the land by sacred lot among the people of Israel. You were told by the Lord to give the grant of land owned by our brother Zelophehad to his daughters. But if they marry men from another tribe, their grant of land will go with them to the tribe into which they marry. In this way, the total area of our tribal land will be reduced. Then, when the year of Jubilee comes, their portion of land will be added to that of the new tribe, causing it to be forever lost forever to our ancestral tribe." Remember, we read about that a couple days ago, or maybe last week. The women who said, "Well, what about us? Our father died before he had sons to inherit the land." So they, talked to Moses, and Moses talked to God and said, "Okay, they have a point. This is what we're going to do to make sure that the daughters are not left out." So now the daughters are like, "Well, what about if we get married?" Verse 5. So Moses gave the Israelites this command from the Lord: "The claim of the men of the tribe of Joseph is legitimate. This is what the Lord commands concerning the daughters of Zelophehad. Let them marry anyone they like, as long as it is within their own ancestral tribe. None of the territorial land may pass from tribe to tribe, for all the land given to each tribe must remain with the tribe to which it was first allotted. The daughters throughout the tribes of Israel who are in line to inherit property must marry within their tribe, so that all the Israelites will keep their ancestral property. No grant of land may pass from one tribe to another. Each tribe of Israel must keep its allotted portion of land." The daughters of Zelophehad did as the Lord commanded Moses. Mahlah, Tirzah, Hoglah, Milcah, and Noah all married cousins on their father's side. They married into the clans of Manasseh, son of Joseph. Thus, their inheritance of land remained within their ancestral tribe. These are the commands and regulations that the Lord gave to the people of Israel through Moses while they were camped on the plains of Moab beside the Jordan River across from Jericho. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of Numbers. That's it. That's it for Numbers. That was a pretty short read today. That was an extremely short read. Well, I've only been live for 18 minutes. But that's it. That was 34, 35, and 36. And there are no cornerstones. No cornerstones at all. Or no extra commentary like there had been before in the other ones. But I don't know if you guys got any questions, comments, insights, your own understanding or interpretations. Other than that, that's it. I didn't even come across any significant words that I didn't understand that I need to look up. Yeah, that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, Numbers is done. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning for John. Yeah. Did Matthew, did Mark, did Luke, John. Yes, that's John. And I'm going to stay on track as much as I might want to read ahead. I'm going to stay on track. So tomorrow is the book of John. On that note, thank you to the Early Bird, Erica Benet Vlogs, Katahdin Cooking Mama's Homestead, The Wiz, Laverne Dorsey, and Katahdin Cooking Mama's Homestead says, "Awesome, have a good day, be blessed. You too, be blessed." Yeah, shout out to all my people in the live stream, and for those watching on the replay, you're pretty cool too. Lord, thank you for today. I am tired and I'm ready to go to bed. And it's just great that it was a very quick read today. It's great for me. So I hope that even though it was a short read, whoever heard this either in the live stream or on the replay, they can find some benefit and value to it, and maybe even be encouraged to start reading the Bible or continue to read the Bible on their own so they can get to know you and grow their relationship with you. Lord, I thank you that I'm done with the book of Numbers, and I'm looking forward to reading more of your word tomorrow. Amen. Amen. So it be. No, what did it say? So be it. So be it. That's what the dictionary or the concordance said of amen. So be it. I'll see you great people tomorrow. Anybody who is watching this either now or on the replay, if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe so you will know when I'm reading the Bible again or put out any of my other videos. On that note, see you tomorrow morning, 7 Central Standard Time. Entrepreneur Drive 40, Entrepreneur Drive. Entrepreneur Drive 40, Entrepreneur Drive. Entrepreneur Drive 40, Entrepreneur Drive. Thanks for watching, share, like, and subscribe.